for some late night veil protecting. Welcome back, Dragon Age, the Veilguard, where last time, which was, well, I guess technically yesterday, but from my perspective, earlier today, future title just gave me flashbacks. Huh? Late night veil protecting? What? The music's kind of spooky. The late night part. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. I'm out here at midnight giving Bliss just like Vietnam flashbacks by changing my stream title. I was in a manic episode all day, and those are fun as fuck. Uh-huh. I see. Just stop having a manic episode. Forehead. Easy. Anyways, welcome back to Dragon Age, the Veilguard, for last time. Nah, dude, I make some of the best D&D while manic. I see. I see. Best time to do GM prep when you're mentally unwell. I see. I see. Yeah, last time on Dragon Age, the Veilguard, I've said for the third time now. We were in the ruined ritual site of the Arlathon Forest that Solus was carrying out his pretty little ritual at that we had disrupted. We had to return here in order to search for the ritual dagger that Solus had used. As we needed it for, I don't know, something. So we went to the site where the ritual was held, and we came across a darkspawn that was running away from the scene with the dagger in hand, and we chased after it, leading to several fights throughout the ruins with darkspawn and whatnot, until eventually we fought against this ghoul. It's a lyrium ghoul, as the place had been, blighted to all hell. As the we got the dagger from it, and Harding was the one who picked it up, right? And when she picked it up, she got all glowy, and kind of started wandering around as she was being infused with raw lyrium, I guess, and that caused her to kind of stumble off a cliff, and we're like, oh shit, Harding. But then she kind of not floated back upwards, but like she shaped the stone through her force of will, and kind of rose back up from the cliff that she had just plummeted down through that. And, as we were checking to make sure she was okay, a bunch of darkspawn came from behind, attempting to attack us, and she turned them to stone. And she's like, what the fuck? What is this? She was also given, like, prophetic, lines and shit. And, yeah, we were like, what the heck? So, yeah, we returned to the lighthouse. And, we, talked with her about that a bit, as she was apparently using magic of some kind, but dwarves aren't supposed to be able to use magic because they're not connected to the Fade and also can't dream because of that. So it's weird. Our Rook decided to think on the positive side of things and be like, well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Harding was not too sure about that. But yeah, afterwards, we had to decide what our next move was, as we had to... there was like a new room in the lighthouse that had been uncovered, and we had to kind of go through, as that room would be our room, I guess. We had to meditate, basically, to consult Solus on what the fuck do we do now. That we have Dagger. What do with it? As we went to this meditation room that was newly opened, our backpack was there, and we kind of decorated the room a little bit with a shaving mirror that Varric had given us, and he kind of had several options to talk about for that, as we picked an option regarding gender identity, because why not? We'll upset the snowflake fascists. Like, fuck yeah. So our character's trans now. Yeah, or is trans. Also, we had like a picture that we had yoinked from some noble, I guess. That led to us kind of being banished from the Lords of Fortune, or from Ravane, because we had upset a noble that was close to like the crown or some shit. And we also had like a puzzle box that we got from like some merchant that we rescued at some point in the past, as well as a rogue toolkit. And after placing all those items around the room, we sat on the couch and disassociated for a moment, so that we could consult with Solus. We meditated. Yeah, Solus, being very full of himself, is like, so, you've seen what the gods do now, yeah? And he's like, and we're like, yeah, we seen that the gods are a real problem, and I shouldn't have interfered with the fucking ritual, yada yada, but I don't apologize. You're a fucking asswipe. Solus did nothing wrong. It was like, get out of here, Inquisitor. Get out of here. Solus is good bean. Get out of here, Inky. And, so yeah, he told us that, the Evaneris were probably planning on, unleashing, the full force of the Blight, from the Fade, onto Thedas, because they're crazy and megalomaniacal. Dreadwolf, more like good boy. Look at this simp over here. Labellin, is that you? And, yeah, he told us that, the Evaneris, Elgarnon, and Gillenane, were going to unleash the Blight on the world, because why not? And they needed two things for that. One, Dagger, which was to act as a sort of, like, key, I guess, in unlocking the Blight. It was heavily implied, that, that uh, the blights that Thetis have been facing up until now were easy mode. They were easy mode baby blights. The bulk of the blight and its horrors was locked away in the Fade by Solus, along with the Evaneris. And it was heavily implied through just like a line that Solus casually dropped, that place where they were imprisoned was the Black City. Didn't reference the Black City, but like, you know, it said that, like, you know, toss them into a prison that had been corrupted by the Blight, or that got corrupted afterwards by the Blight, and made reference to the Tevinter mages that once broke into it. True Blight monsters look silly. Darkspawn have always looked silly. They're all veiny now, though. Kinda ugly. They're supposed to be ugly. But, yeah, I personally disagree. Like, Darkspawn have looked silly since 2. I like the OG designs. OG designs were pretty good. But since 2, they've been kinda eh. But anyways, it was eh. Inquisition had like an in-between between Origins and 2's. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, they needed the key to unleash the Blight, and the second thing they needed was worshippers, which they'll probably find aplenty in the Venatori, because they're power-hungry idiots. Yeah, so from there, after our meditation, we told the rest of the party, hey, here's what's up. We discussed what to do next. As, you know, as, yeah, the, Neve suggested, that we, recruit one of the Antivan Crows, as well as a member of as well as get help from the Shadow Dragons of Tevinter. So we were basically given a choice of which one we're going to do first. But in order to get to either of those places, one, we have to go to like a city called Treviso to get the crow, and we have to return to Minrathras to get the help from the Shadow Dragons. But in order to go to either of those places, we needed to go through the crossroads in the Fade, which required Balara to get the Alluvian Mirror in the lighthouse to work, which she did. And it opened up to the crossroads, and we were greeted by a caretaker spirit that didn't really say much, honestly, other than saying, like, this area is dangerous because the Evaneris are kind of blighting it, and then he fucked off. So we started exploring. There were some pathways we couldn't take. One that maybe, I think, led to the Andafels, another to, I don't know, some foresty area. But we took a passageway that led us, kind of had some, what I guess were Navaran themes to it. We went down that path, and you know, after fighting through some blighted creatures, some darkspawn throughout the Fade, we eventually, and as well as solving some puzzles and whatnot, we came to like a barrier. We had to collect some champion essence of the Evaduras, and that we found in the form of a ogre that we had to defeat, and then we took the essence, unlocked the door, or the blocked passage, and then that led us to some Alluvian mirrors that led to either Treviso or Minrathous, as well as 2 other mirrors that weren't working. Now I think about it, that's where the Navaran themed one was. Now I think about it. And we went to Minrathous, bringing Neve and Harding as we open up in the city streets. As we meet with some contacts of hers, a dude named the Viper. We basically apprised them of the situation that, like, 2 elven gods have been released, oopsie. And they're like, ah, shit. That's more work for us, I guess. But they bring up something that requires Neve's attention. And we're like, all right, we'll help. Something regarding like a chantry or something. A smuggler that they had lost contact with. So we agreed to help with that. So we go down the streets of Minrathous and find the chantry. And find a Fade Rift in it. All of the Inquisitor's work done for nothing. Thanks, Evanuras. Thanks, elven gods. As the Inquisitor is probably sobbing somewhere at everything going wrong again with the Fade and Fade Rifts and shit. Somewhere. We go into the Chantry, Fade Rift, defeat some demons, go out the other side of the Fade Rift, find like a little artifact, a relic that we're looking for, that this smuggler was supposed to have, as we see kind of like Fade memory spirit things of this smuggler, and so we kind of have to follow it around and stuff. Yeah, we were kind of in the middle of that. Didn't finish that mission. Still in the middle of it. Now we'll probably finish it.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Dogtown. All its secrets?
This isn't where I was.
No. If someone thinks they know all Ducktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
This ain't where I was. Well, I guess that means I get to break everything again. But yeah, Origins was peak. I'm liking this game so far. I like the gameplay, definitely. Very, as Neko pointed out, very, new God of War. Is what it's reminding me of. And with all the pot breaking, a little bit of Legend of Zelda. I mean, hey, at least we get resources for breaking the stuff. We're getting our rupees in.
Back asking questions. Wanted to know what relics I'd seen on the black market.
You think it's for blood magic? I've heard some rumors.
I don't know, not for sure, but I got a bad feeling.
I'm wondering when all of these item notifications are gonna end.
Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
Okay. Past this. Not that far past.
More demons.
We can't leave him loose. Look out! Behind you!
Nice move, Brooke.
Gone great.
Coming at range.
The longer that relic's in Docktown,
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
How neighborly.
The Inquisition had to deal with the Venatori.
Ah, yes. The cult speaks fondly of you.
That's, really?
You were a thorn in their side. I'd say that's flattery.
Something there. Probably something for later. Kitty cat. Pet the kitty. Oh yeah. There's like a blocked passage that way. Alright, this is where we ended.
Demons. Buy the supplies.
Demon supplies.
And not without bruises. What did Alex say? Told me the people died off. The streets ain't safe tonight.
Another kitty cat. How many kitty cats? Keep those rats away. What are you doing? I do appreciate how quickly Rook goes up ladders. Last letter. Be careful when you're out at night. Everything's just... There's so much happening. I love you. Well, that does sound good. Tincture kit. Uncommon healing belt. Specifically designed to allow easy access to larger and more plentiful potions as needed. Oh. Hold up. Can't parkour. The edge. Oh no. Something I didn't check while I was up there. Bird. That's just straight up floating. Love when I just randomly start vaulting over stuff. Bar.
You're serious?
Cult's getting bored.
Moichin.
What
What
can I
you
get
got?
for you? Some grub?
I'm
Some grog?
poor. A lotion popular among Minrathous elite, said to create a tingling sensation felt from the Imperial Highway up to the Archon's palace. I'm too
Happy to help.
poor. Freaking all your pots.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour?
Yes. not really being a good tour guide.
Might even be fresh.
Just kind of walking around, seeing shit. The zip line. The random zip line, huh?
We're getting closer.
Arms are short though. And a lot of items for a whole lot of not much happening right now. Read. Errand request. Usual orders to Selwyn, the Dockmaster, and Damas. Leave the charm shipment tonight. I'll still pay full. People are asking weird questions, and there's demons loose. Just get home. Boss actually telling his workers not to work when there's a like crisis happening? What the fuck? Oh, light on the other side of that. I thought it was breakable. Where's that ladder? Climb, climb, climb. Oh. Coming back to that later. Oh. I have a feeling this is the way I'm supposed to go. You know? A warning? The Thread Crime Syndicate hates the cult as a rule, but I don't know. Things have been weird. Don't get mixed up in anything, just lay low. Can't do anything about that yet. Whee. Find it funny that I stopped just like short of the edge of that. Oh.
Here goes nothing.
Soon, the buyer meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Nice relic. Shouldn't it belong to the Venatorium?
Not a chance.
What relic? Ouch.
That's one for Rook.
Your potions.
Empire, fight on!
Move quick.
That guy was like just outside. Oh, these guys won't let up.
Take the shot.
Damn.
Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
Nope, not at all.
Well, I know what's going on and you don't, so...
Fine. If you have anything on the relic,
I thought Templars worked against mages.
this isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev,
I get the feeling you two have stories.
and
The
they
secret-
all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway,
I'll catch up when I'm done.
if you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I'll make sure there's no one else here. I'll catch up when I can. I'll catch up when I can.
Can't pet this cat. A travesty.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Ron is clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search.
Just somewhere. Oh, me get food chest.
A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
apparently where I needed to go.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving.
And apparently that's where I needed to go, though. That goes there. Oh god. I got barrels to break. Help! Broke physics. My boat now. Kitty cat. Pet the kitty. Can't pet this one. Badge. Low tide beach. Is there a shack right out here? That's gonna be open in started raining. You know, I didn't even really mean to, but I had already found the right way to go. Woe is me. Something flash there, but no.
Voices. There's someone up ahead.
And just run headlong
Alvin
at them.
Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
Yeah, no shit.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt. We have our relic buyer. Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop the Venatori. This power will what? Impress a risen god. Can you even control it? Shut up!
Move fast. Got us at range.
They're at range. They're shooting for us.
And a demon is this.
The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
You're not keeping that relic.
Rana, here to check on me.
I wasn't expecting a fight, or this much of a fight.
Well, surprise.
Ranged attackers.
Clear out. We're on to fire.
You won't walk away from here!
More demons. We can't let them get loose.
We need to stop them here. Got us at range. Watch it.
Win now.
You think I won't...
Oh,
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
not the tour I expected.
So that's a day in Minrathous, like all the rest. And here I thought we'd say hello to the Shadow Dragons and be on our way.
Someone's a dreamer. We got the relic, and the smuggler. The Shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From
tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
Well, good relic case. Following a Shadow Dragon lead and a tip from her Templar contact, Rana, Neve stopped Venatori Albin Bataris from claiming a dangerous relic. But the involvement of the Thread crime syndicate took Neve by surprise. Working with the cult's not their style. What's worse, Bataris' rich father bribed his son out of trouble. Neve wasn't happy, but that's her life in Minrathous. She takes the wins she can get. Exhaustive notes. A notebook containing breakdowns of complex theories. Extremely detailed notes are scrawled in the margins, helping flesh out leads. What's 50% freeze duration? Okie. Level 9. No. Arrows, maximum momentum. Different classifications of helmet armor. Victory rush. Defeating an enemy with a takedown grants necrotic weapons. Attacks also apply 25 stagger bonus. Grants imbued weapons. Hold right click, then middle mouse wheel. Neat. And of blades. Spin around in a ring with rapid strikes. Nearby enemies are hit up to 4 times. The final strike deals more damage. Decisive finale. Left click, left click, left click, left click, shift left click. Unleash a decisive final attack after a light chain attack. Okay. Daggers. Unleash a barrage of sticky explosive daggers. Fires 3 daggers that stick to their targets, then explodes after a short time. Purple threat. Toxic dash. Dash towards your target to land a deadly blow. Applies necrosis to the enemy. Adrenaline. Left click. So striking targets 10 times without taking damage grants adrenaline, causing your attacks to deal bonus damage and be more likely to disrupt enemies. Resets when taking damage or on combat end. What do the crow look like? Murder of crows. Pretty cool looking. Definitely seems to be more melee focused. The adrenaline effect now stacks up to 3 times, increasing its damage bonus and chance to disrupt enemies. Shall we dance? Entirely a melee focused one. One is entirely range focused. One's kind of like the middle ground. Rally Party. Rally Party companions deal increased. Reactivate a tool ability. Active this ability applies necrosis. Lead. Physical damage over time deals increased damage against health. Necrotic damage over time deals increased damage against barrier. Necrotic weapons deals necrotic perfect defense. Defend against an attack right as it impacts. I'm not going to be good at doing that. Get that though. It definitely seems like it will open up at some point. Holding shift. I don't need to hold shift. Harding has something. Lara has something. Replenish. Comes a swirling vortex of ice to thrash and hamper her enemies. Deals damage each second to all enemies in the area of effect. Flash freeze. On initial impact, applies frozen to enemies. Bro, chill out. This one. Glacial pace. Concentrates her ice magic into a single bolt, stopping enemies in their tracks. On hit, applies Jilt. Alright, this contact. Library. Shadow Dragons. Detective turned shadow. An old unsigned letter haphazardly filed with handwriting samples annotated by Neve. Neve Gallus. G-L-L. Slight slant in the penmanship, narrow loops. I know you know who I am. I know you're a few people, and another I didn't know about. Check. I suspect you know who I work with. Smooth connectors, good ink. But I can't fully hide the flourish. Expensive schooling. A time and place will follow. You'll know them when you see them. If you're interested, we could use someone like you. This is where I bring the light. Interesting. I'll get it. Harding has something over here. A quest. Hi.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support.
Sure.
I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
Makes sense. An unfamiliar sense. Help Harding practice her ability. Find an alluvian that leads to Arlathon Fort. Quest. Like. He has just conversation had.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There.
Get the archive spear working?
Oh, God, damn it! Oh no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Can I try?
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the alluvian, though.
The alluvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
Do better than I would. Yourself a break. You're smart. You've got this. Apparently that is flirting. Apparently just being encouraging is flirty. Sure.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have.
True.
Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the Fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
It's okay. Focus on the task. I'm right there with you. I like your rambling.
I've been known to ramble now and then. Sometimes I get ahead of my thoughts, and when I try to sort them out, they're all jumbled.
Right. And they're slippery and fast, and you can only catch some of them. Oh, I wish I could catch the thought that would let me fix this thing. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Hell yeah.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, Let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, surely. Belara's notes on the lighthouse. Can't believe we're in the Dreadwolf's old home? Base? I don't know the specific word exactly. We're calling it the lighthouse. A lot of history here. It looks like part of a temple. Did he pull it out all into the Fade? That would be an incredible amount of magic. There are a lot of personal touches, too. I was expecting more gold. A throne, maybe, but Harding tells me that was never the Dreadwolf's style. Harding also calls him Solus. Everyone does, but I don't know if I can learn to call him that. Fen'Harel, maybe. I can get there. Anything to say? Making sure. Oh, the caretaker's there now.
Hey, Rook. The Shadows will keep an eye on the Venatori.
Clean this place
But
up.
I'm sure they'll stay a pain in our side, too.
Got a standing desk that literally goes all the way up to my chin. Hello, wisps. I wonder if this will fill out as we progress through the story. It'd be a nice little touch. Now, Gulan. Neve didn't have anything to say. I assume Varric also doesn't.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
Might be a her thing, you know. Oh. They moved the wardrobe. Eesh. What I have. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Alright. No. Ah, Watcher's Robes. Lord Fen'Harel's past. Be a little mini hawk. I like just being able to see. Some decorations. Griffin lantern. Elven lantern. Bulbous vessel. Ripping lantern. Emerald trimming. Oh, a weird vase. Kinda have one. You know? Very nice. Very fishy. The heck are those tendrils? And now, go to Treviso. Or well, Harding's thing. Find an alluvion that leads to Arlathon Forest. Alright, Harding. A lot of spooky noises from there right now.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
We sail.
Whee! That scent. I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves.
What is he keeping pointing me over there?
The Tom? Here?
Rather Kunari. Raiding mask.
Credit there.
Look at this dude. Closer to the enemy.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Tom. Stay alert.
And blind. New exploration level unlocked, Arlathon Forest. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map or through the Crossroads Alluvion to explore and complete additional quests. Oh, yes. Oh, need one of those champion things.
Unbind this path, dweller.
Seat of Parched Hopes. I'm gonna yoink this from you. Is that Black City?
There's a problem. We're under fire.
Nice, Rook.
The guy has a fucking hand cannon.
Got us at range. Watch it.
Nice moves.
Memories of forests. This carved symbol is a common wood marker. Examination unveils a scrapbook of memories drawn from forests in the real world. Seasons flicker past in moments of green and gold, blossom and ice. The brief life of animals are tiny compared to the inexorable stretch of roots and the rising crowns of branches. One memory stings painfully. A shout goes up, and strangers armed with magical fire move in the night. Figures flee between a burning sky and blackened trunks, crying for justice. They vanish, and the forests swallow any trace. Shoots grow from the ashes, and wandering hollow tread long bones in the earth. Memory fades. That way. Got it. Go this way.
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
Oh. Whoosh.
Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without
Alas.
you.
Who, me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
Yippee!
So, the Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Remember, these memories can hurt us.
You need to remind me I'm in combat. Damn. Here's my companion.
More of Solus's memories. Elganon sent his guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
At least it's not the real Elgernon, especially here.
Who knows? Maybe it is.
You
persist for naught. The people under my rule are not yours to plunder.
More guards.
There we go.
Glad to see we all made it. Alganon's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep
So
moving
weird
no
seeing
matter
Solus
what.
with hair.
Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
Otters.
We must be swift. Alganon is coming.
Solus sounded frightened.
In his position, can't blame him in this case.
For any sort of items. Quick. There you go.
Let's get that prison open.
Demonic Veilguard.
Quickly, get us out of here.
Locked tight, and no sign of a key.
Burn a
Maybe
wisp,
something
there
in
is
here
several
can open
devices
it.
to unlock various locations.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Just know we need a wisp. No? Need two of them? Tends to be how it is. Come, little wisp.
Thank you. Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
One of them just disappeared and he didn't have like a little fade out.
Quickly! Alganon approaches.
Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety.
I will hold off Alganon himself for as long as I am able.
Okay.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
Boom.
There will be a reckoning for this Solus, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solus?
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
We got some sort of injury that he hid from his comrade.
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
Solus always cared about fighting injustice. He used to be a hero. He still thinks he is.
Couldn't last, could it?
And now, all that's left is this fragment. Come on, let's go.
Watcher's Road. Preview. Borked. Oh, hello. One moment, please.
We're not alone.
What the fuck? Getting 69 damage. Nice.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
That's her job. Ooh, Seafarer's Cutlass. Not as good as what I have. Badge. Not this way. Go up first. Up was the right call. Wings of Antiva, an armor for a character we don't have yet. Oh, yes, that kind of goes to show that the items aren't randomized. Fine by me. Owl. These lads. Ah, bro. Fuck your nuts. Fine or Legion vessel.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken.
Broken or sabotaged?
Doesn't matter. We can figure this out.
Company, get ready. Let's end this.
Didn't end this.
Well, that's done.
Trouble nearby.
Damn.
Got through that.
We did.
I sense a way through, Dweller. Find that which seals the path.
Hey. Oh.
See that? That guy.
Yep. They are bad guys. That one was berserk.
That goes to you.
Construct lady.
Phew.
Oh. that away. Apparently I went the complete opposite direction. I should have. That is very me. Elvenon's Haven.
Those figures are everywhere. Is spirits? Worshippers? That's a problem.
Ready if you are.
More undead. That's not good. The gods must have plans for them here too.
End it quick.
Look out!
Holy shit, their attacks are so fucking slow.
Nice move.
Rook gets that one.
That's a win, Rook. Still alive? Still alive.
Elegy to a dead spirit. Sketch on living bark, these Veilflower runes impart the sensations of both ancient dignity and a piercing grief. That which is ephemeral changes the ephemeral in others. The light of being never goes unseen. Far-sown memories remain, though you are no memory. What endures now has no name, save yours. Oh, I leveled up at some point. God's compassion. 40% ability damage. Detonations have 50% penetration. Okay.
Got company.
We got company.
Oh. Literally just spawning in. What are the undead doing? You all are here again.
Since when do the Antom fight alongside undead? The gods must have cooked up some really juicy justifications for them.
Good old Antom. Basically just Brunari Venatori. Alara, utility dress. Entire party gains plus 25% weekend duration. Pouches, straps, long gloves made of functional but fancy leather. In this, Belara goes from hobnobbing to adventure at a moment's notice. Or not. The Cathedral of Roots. When we first started, this was a safe place for spirits who joined our cause to find peace from the stress of battle. Now, I don't know. Not a lot of spirits use it any longer. Have they grown stronger, or has the fight against the Evanurus made demons of us all? Bellison. Part of Andraste. Effect unlocked. 20% enhanced damage duration plus 10% enhanced damage effectiveness. Nice. What does that icon mean? Totally pursued. Evanurus altars require you to destroy several targets to receive the blessing of the gods. $100 health. Huh? Lemethal? Kind of looks like Lemeth. Also no longer on fire.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Why indeed? Okay. Sure. Everything in that direction was clear. There we go. Ew.
We've got company.
Hi.
Let's finish this.
Take him out.
Time to finish it.
They're hitting us from afar.
Buddy. Yeah. What is happening to that body right there? That goes there. Where it came from. Where we gotta go. Replies. Lights in the distance. Whatever strange realm this mirror has taken me to, it has been sundered somehow. I see a bright light of another island in the distance, but with no bridge, it remains a figment. Is this some land destroyed in the war between the Evanuras and the Forgotten Ones? Keeper Hawen. Keeper Hawen. Is that a boat? I keep looking around for just like the Black City. I see no trace. Covenant's Haven. Things. Got hollow statues. Got a griffin here. Just missed this. Reflections on an alluvion. Tucked under a stone, these notes are a mixture of Kunlat and the common tongue. The breath of purpose is extinguished. The others have returned to their roles, or they have vanished into the roads beyond. Should I return, my role awaits me, yet I am here, and the worlds I have dreamed of are close. The Kyun teaches that every step on the path represents the choice to continue or perish, for only the dead remain still. In choosing, we go toward wisdom or away, toward the true self or away. I stand before the mirrors and see a single being struggling with a choice, but solitude is illusion. Struggle is illusion. In a reflection, the path forward looks like the path behind. One finds truth by passing through. Anything up here? Crystals. Gotta check behind each of the mirrors. But yeah, the Qunari are still wandering around in the crossroads. And after their defeat by... Though I guess it has been like, what, 10 years? 8 years, actually, I think. Be windy. Wolves. Over to Olathon Forest. We're at the Veilguard. Yeah.
If what happened at Demeter's Crossing spreads,
Not much we can do to stop it. You have to attack it at the source.
Elgarnan and Gillenane.
It's the same one.
A whole village covered in blight, I heard. What could do such a thing? I hear it's Elganon and Gillenane. I won't believe it. Can't be. Our very own gods trying to kill us all?
More likely than you think. From Ireland's journal. Who's this Morgan? Strife brought in a mage called Morgan. They have some kind of history. I don't care much for her. This is our forest. We've been defending it. Now she wanders in like she rules Arlathon. Further down the page. After I wrote that, I asked around about her. Morrigan may be uppity, but I guess anyone with her family would be. They say her mother was Flemeth, a legendary witch of the woods that we still tell tales about. She has a bunch of witch daughters all over the place. Some say Flemeth was immortal. I don't know what that makes Morgan scary, I guess. They say Morrigan's an incredibly dangerous mage, that she's into blood magic. She's a shapeshifter. She can turn into a dragon. She was advisor to the Inquisition, and she's had more lovers than trees in the forest. She wanders the world, being mysterious, popping up whenever it suits her fancy. I don't know what's truth or not, but I'm watching my backgrounder. All right, let's see. Shapeshifter? Yes. Blood magic? Yeah, kinda. Can turn into a dragon? I don't know. Advisor to the Inquisition? Yes. Had more lovers than trees in the forest. Honestly, don't know about that one anymore. At least not my warden. Technically, Alistair. I wouldn't really call that a lover.
When did the troubles begin?
Recently. Around the time Solus's ritual went wrong.
The animals sensed it right away, before we even knew. Whole flocks of birds scattered to the wind. I figured something wicked was brewing. Then the Hala made scarce, and I knew for sure.
Read. Scribble note. Darren, I really should have insisted to Melia that she leave the depths of the forest earlier. I knew something was wrong. My magic felt different. The air felt charged. Even the wind rustling through the leaves sounded like a warning. She told me to go ahead, to wait by the river. I was there with the others when we started seeing the lights in the sky. Her Aravel never made it out. I'm so sorry. Hello.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
Oh, I can rank it up. Bleep bloop. A faction's favor. Upgraded a faction merchant for the first time. I don't know what that is. Veil crystal. That sounds like something they would want. Fizzing fragments. Fashionable score. The name of the dead will give that for even clayware. Yeesh. On coin. Nug carving. Boy. Veil's Edge. $600. Golden last thing. Rank 4. Okay. Ah. Horror suit +1. Shocked. Jumper's binding. Apply shock to nearby enemies on potion use. Pretty good. Electrify. Wood. Pocket frog. The master cut away all that was not glory, and their perfection was witnessed by a singular vault. June was swept in their wake, and make each imperfection a shared simple joy. Of course I'm gonna get the pocket frog. Themes, Elven. Veil Jumper banner, Allah. An eclectic style reflecting the elves' vast history from the grandeur of their past to their current humble Dalish lives. Huh. Gift. Elven frog figurine. This mechanical frog, carved in angular ancient elven style, is sure to please any elven explorer. Or and wardrobe stuff. Hazard suit. Jumper's jumper. Minrath's citizen outfit. Dalish. Three, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, just sell it all. Why not? I buy this. Okay. I was just like, open it. Got it. Got it. Bronze and leather body armor. Okay. Damage per regeneration.
Till next time.
Fit for a veil jumper. I shot. Sure. Comparison. Damn. Very big difference in that. What's edge? Gain precision on every third weak point hit. Huge ass bow. Alright, let's on this split. Looks nice. Yeah. That's actually had it equipped already. Here, I like the scout one. Okay.
Don't get lost.
I'll try not to. In the lighthouse, we have a gift for Bellara Brightens the day.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Hard quest.
Trouble scouted.
Lol.
All right, everyone.
Paris well.
Made it through.
This is open yet. Oh shit, it is. Something over there. The Arabelle. Harding's thing first. Third quest.
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
I know.
And I am here.
Come on.
Find it encouraged that you think of
Being
her
able
new
to
magic
move the
as a
terrain's
gift.
going to be really useful for a scout.
Getting up high for good vantage.
Let's try it out for practice.
All right. See this rock?
Yep.
I'm gonna move it.
Do it. I believe. Very, very, Avatar-y.
Awkward.
Use words. You need privacy? Keep trying.
Why are you just standing there?
Do you want me to turn around? Give you two some privacy?
Just keep trying.
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped.
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Relax and have fun. You're protecting someone.
Maybe you could think about how your abilities protect us?
Instinct. Protection. Shield myself. Shield others. If I had this magic before, I could have... I could have protected the people who matter.
That's apparently the romance option, but that also just seems like the good friend option. Want to talk about it?
I'm here for you if you want to vent.
And make us both miserable? Let's not. I just want to enjoy the moment. Being around you makes me feel lighter somehow.
Your hair's so pretty. Do this more often.
We should do this more often.
Just you and me? People might talk.
About what? That we like doing stuff together? Ooh, scandalous.
Right. Right. Of course.
Oh.
Why would they talk?
Or did you mean something else?
No. No.
Whoosh.
Of course not.
Whoosh.
I mean...
Are you blushing?
No. I mean... Yeah. You try moving rocks with your mind. I mean... I should go practice more. Shouldn't I?
God,
I should.
Rook just stun locked her, dude.
I wonder what's up there. Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
Might be moved.
Heard ya.
Ah. You can, like, put it back.
I'm on it.
Well. Hold on. There's some wood here. See what's up here.
I bet you could move this to give us something to climb on.
Stone song.
You got it.
Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice on.
unlocking that one wall that I had found earlier.
The multitudes called out, finding solace in each other.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Don't worry. Just slipping on some glass over here. Don't mind me.
Think you could clear a path for us?
Ah. That's
Of course.
interesting.
Look at that. You're getting good. Want to try another one?
Why not?
I wish I had dwarf magic. I didn't kill the bird, but I got them to leave.
Got it. There you go.
Practice is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now.
Say that.
So many rocks. And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry, just thinking out loud.
No,
let's get back
ask
to it.
those questions.
Practicing, I mean.
These are important questions to ask.
Right.
Let's find a couple more.
Not gonna worry about that, I guess.
Leave it to me.
It's no trouble for you now.
I know. This is great. Of course.
Good work. You got the hang of this stone thing.
I'm definitely getting there.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
Oh wait, treasure chest. Spelunker's gear. Packed hardened leather is perfect for traversing the harshest stretches of the deep roads. What does this look like?
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
Bunch of these, huh?
I can't move.
Hold on.
Nameless building. Oh, currently inaccessible.
Up over there. I bet that's where he is. There's no way up from here. Let's look around.
I'm
How about if
working
you
on
moved
it,
this
bro.
rock? There he is. Let's hurry.
Ladder. There he is. Let's hurry. Get distracted. Wasn't actually expecting to be able to get this. Get to here. And hey, but almost ate shit.
Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
Harding wouldn't let that happen.
The rocks. How did you do that?
Eerie sound?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Okay.
Unfamiliar sense. After practicing her newfound gifts in Arlathon Forest, Harding has learned to call upon the ability reliably. While on her excursion, however, she was interrupted by a mysterious voice that only she could hear. The voice told Harding to seek out those closest to the stone for the answers she seeks. Secrets and memory. 18% increased healing, 20% crit damage, critical hits versus bleeding enemies adds 1 stack of bleeding. A memento from a friend gifted before parting ways. The pin is in the shape of an owl swooping down to snatch its prey. Library. Dwarven people. Got a bunch there. Thoughts on Isatunal. Harding. How can anything be both all and one, together but separate? It doesn't make sense, does it? But of course it doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of an idea without a word to define it, to give it shape and boundary. Maybe Isatunal is a word we forgot, and then we forgot that Isatunal was possible. Think about ants. Ants know what they are. They know their purpose, and they must understand instinctually how that purpose fits within the whole. But what if it doesn't end there? What if their consciousness isn't just individual? What if the nest itself knew what it was? A collective sentience of some kind. Nothing says the ants don't have a collective sentience. We just assume they don't because they're ants. Ants, or bees, or darkspawn. Now there's a thought. Love, Dagna. Inquisition Arcanist. Alright, Harding notes. Thoughts on Stone Sense. I can more reliably use my abilities now, thanks to Rook's encouragement. Oddly enough, it's easier to handle certain kinds of rocks. Some just don't seem to respond to me. Is it a Titan thing? Maybe some stone was closer to or part of a Titan? Maybe I just need to get better. I don't know. It must be Stone Sense, just extra. I can now do the things that people with Stone Sense can do. If I concentrate hard, I can tell if there's a cavern close by, or water, or a lyrium vein. I can tell different types of rocks apart. They sound different, but I'm listening with something other than my ears. That makes no sense written down, but it feels true. Encouragement from Harding's Ma. Dearest Lace, remember when Sir Russ bucked and threw you and you landed face first on that pitchfork? Ooh. There were so many tears those first weeks from not recognizing yourself in the mirror, but that was mostly the swelling, and in the end, the scar didn't ruin anything. You learn to accept it as part of you. Of course, the Titan's gift changes you. Yeah, every day adds something new. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's big, and so often it's painful. But it doesn't lessen us. Change is difficult, but all growth is. And a thing that stops growing, well, it's dead, isn't it? I do worry, of course, about what it all means. But I've always worried a little about your adventures, whatever comes. I know you are strong enough to bear it. Love, Ma. Aww. Harding's notes, Khal Sharrock. I've been thinking about Khal Sharrock. Aside from Orzammar, is the only other great Taig we know about. It was supposedly destroyed in the First Blight. The Taig was in the Darkspawn's path, and the dwarves sealed it off and retreated to Orzammar. They abandoned their own people. And then, about 20 years ago, we learned that the city survived, and continues to hold a terrible and justified grudge against Orzammar. Khal Sharrock has secrets, many, many secrets. How they survived the Blight is one, and I hope a greater understanding of the Titans is another. Charter knows people who can put me in touch. I hope they're okay talking to me. It doesn't matter if they don't know much more than I do. If they accept the Titans and are curious about them, it'll be a huge improvement over Orzammar. Harding's notes. Orzammar and Titans. Getting a strong feeling that Orzammar doesn't want to acknowledge the Titan's existence. You'd think the capital of dwarven civilization would be interested in the history of our people, but nope. Almost 10 years since Shaper Volta connected with her Titan, and they don't care. I know they know. I delivered the Inquisition report to the Assembly myself. Technically, I delivered it to an Assembly aide because I'm a surfacer, and I don't get to be anywhere near the Assembly Hall. Sure wasn't fun learning that. Records that exist outside of Orzammar mention great sleeping titans and the first ancestors. Maybe Orzammar's leaders removed all reference to the Titans from their memories on purpose? Maybe they buried our report on Volta for the same reason. Are they afraid of something? Maybe accepting that we all came from the Titans makes it harder for them to defend the caste system and their treatment of the castlist. Ugh. Makes sense, makes sense. Mementos? Okay, frog. I think we're gonna end there for today. In a new save slot. As we'll end it there for tonight, as it is 3 a.m. It is quite late. So we'll end it here.